Greetings and welcome to Stunthangar Video Hangouts. My name is Charles Carter and I'll be your host this evening. I want to extend to you my gratitude for you watching Stunthangar Video Hangouts. If you're watching this as a replay, I want you to know that I host these YouTube live streams every Monday and Friday evening, starting at 6:45 p.m. Pacific Standard Time. So please make a note of this so you can watch or be part of the live stream. Plus, we have an after party following the live stream, which is sometimes better than the live stream portion. You must be a registered Stunthangar Forum member to find the link to be part of the live stream and the following after party. Here at Stunthangar Video Hangouts, we talk about building and flying model airplanes, sport flying, competition flying, and what you've been doing lately. To join our conversation, if you are already a member of Stunthangar Forum, you can find the link if you scroll down to the section called At the Bench. Now, if you're not a member or if you're not logged into Stunthangar Forum, the At the Bench link will not appear. Now, if you're not a member, please register at stunthangar.com/SMF. That's stunthangar.com/SMF. That's Smart Men Flying. That's courtesy of Jeff Riley. You must place a space between your real first and last name when you register. You must also use a valid email address or Sparky. The proprietor of Stunthangar will not approve you. Now, if you're inclined to not come in but just enjoy watching this on YouTube, wonderful, fantastic. Please enter your questions or comments in the chat box over here, and I'll do my best to make your comments or questions a part of the show. And understand, sometimes I can't get a word in myself. So be patient. I will ask our illustrious panel your question or state your comment. And by the way, you only can do this during a live stream. So like I said earlier, I host these YouTube live streams every Monday and Friday evening, starting at 6:45 p.m. Pacific Standard Time. So if you find the Stunthangar Video Hangouts that I host, or the many building videos, Saturday at John videos, the contest coverage that Sparky does on this platform, informative and enjoyable, please hit the thumbs up and consider subscribing, share the videos, comments, also help the Stunthangar YouTube channel grow. Please consider joining Stunthangar's YouTube channel memberships, which start at just $4.99 a month, which is less than 17 cents a day. And by the way, I'm a member. I have the $4.99 come out of my own checking account. So I'm not asking you something I'm not doing myself. And you also, if you don't want to do the subscription, you can do the super chat, which is located over here below the chat box. Right below is a big $sign, and you can donate any amount anytime you want during the live stream only, unfortunately. So you have to come into the show, make a donation. And if it's not at a convenient time for you to watch the show or be part of the show, come back and watch the replay. But that's how you can at least support us and donate to the Stunthangar. Now, your donations and your memberships help offset some of the expenses of running Stunthangar. With your support, especially if you're a member, you'll get access to member-only videos. And once a month, Sparky has a question and answer show for members only. Now, this is Sparky's YouTube channel. I'm actually have my own channel, which is called Flying Control Line Stunt. Let me repeat that. That's Flying Control Line Stunt. And if you go there and locate the 2019 AMA National Championship video, it's a video that Sparky shot with his video camera of me flying at the Nationals. And I was flying his beautiful, I think it was only 2 or 3 years old, maybe 3 years old at that time, his Junar XL. And at that time, it was orange, and I believe now it's white. So if you go there and make if you have a question or a comment, I'll be able to receive it because that's my YouTube channel. Unlike here, I really don't come into the channel except for to stream this show. So that's how you get in touch with me. Now I want to thank you for your past, your present, and future support. You are making it happen. Please keep the conversations family, room friendly. In other words, please don't use words or do things you wouldn't say or do around your own children or grandchildren. And without any further ado, I'm going to now post the link at stunthangar.com. Let me go there now and post the link. And it is posted. That's how you get into this Zoom meeting, is through that way. And let me see here. I'm also going to do another thing here. I got you, unfortunately, I no other way to do this, I don't believe, but there might be. Anyways, I'm going to go to what I call the control panel. Just bear with me, and we'll be cooking with gas momentarily. Let me go there now. I see we are streaming, and let me know if my volume's okay and the video's okay. YouTube studio. I hope everybody had a good week, and we're heading into the weekend. I hope you have a chance to do some flying or make some progress toward your build that's on the bench, and I hope we can talk about that this evening. And I know that Sparky hasn't been on. He's busy moving. He's packing and organizing and making his move. So bear with him, be patient. I know he's anxious to get back into building and streaming again. But until then, I'm just going to be holding it down. And let's see here. So just a few more clicks here. Okay, looks like we have 5 concurrent viewers, 6 likes. Thank you very much. And looks like in the chat box, Gary Sinclair, he provided a like. Thank you, Gary. Appreciate that. And Gary, how are you? A phone call. I'm so sorry. I haven't had a chance. Maybe we can get together this weekend. And yeah, I've been meaning to give you a call, buddy. I appreciate all that you do for me. Thank you very much. All right, so let's see here. Okay, got that done. And let me see, did I get this done? Let me make sure this is, yeah, that's done. Okay, cool. Looks like we have Stuart making his way in here. Hey, Stuart, thank you for coming in.
Hi, Charles.
How are you doing?
I'm good, early.
Yeah, you're the first one. I appreciate it. I appreciate everybody comes in because early,
Yeah.
but it keeps me from doing a song and dance. So thank you very much. So how you been?
Oh, good. Waiting for some nice weather.
Yeah, hopefully it's consistent too, because we had some nice weather today, but we're gonna have some more rain next week. And it's that atmospheric river they're talking about out here.
Oh, yeah.
I never even heard about an atmospheric river until recently. I think they must be coming up with new terms to try to explain the bizarre weather.
Yeah.
It looks like Gary Sinclair is making his way in here. So have you done anything in your shop?
Not really. So I'm hoping to, I don't know if the weather's going to be good next Tuesday, so I'll go out and fly. It is.
That'd be good. Hey, Gary, thank you for coming in, Gary.
Mhm. I know through the evening though, yeah, I get so sleepy sometimes I can't hardly, but
No problem. Hey, I appreciate you coming in anyway.
still enjoy it. Yeah.
All right, good.
Watch it again.
I've been working on these handles. I've been making some modified Ted Fancher handle. I'm pretty much just using just the hardware from Brent Williams' kit and not using any of the wood. And I've been meaning to bring one in here and show you what they look like. But they basically look like, what he makes, but it's a little bit bigger. I think his is I think the width of the handle inside is about 3.5 inches, I think. And I made mine, 3 5/8, just a little bit bigger, not much, but that's just gives me a little bit more comfort. So I have pretty big hands. And I made it a little bit wider so I could put some finger grooves, because the one he has is not big enough to accommodate, in my opinion, to accommodate adequate finger grooves. So this one's it's pretty nice. I've been using it to fly my P40, and it feels great. Because I used to have to readjust my handle throughout the, especially the square 8. You know, all those corners, I'd have to grip my handle. And this one is doesn't move around. Hey, Howard's in the house. Thank you, Howard, for coming in.
The JCT's from Cork to Killarney
All
for
right.
combat stunt, and that ain't no blarney.
Ain't no block.
Top of the
Very
morning.
good.
Must be a green day.
Yeah.
Very good. Well, it'd be I'm glad to have the Jive Combat Stunt Team in here. Thank you very much.
The lone jiver. Yeah.
Yeah. Well, do you have an application? I could apply. I don't know if I qualify, but I could qualify. I could apply anyways and be part of the Jive Time Combat Stunt Team.
You'd think that Brett would be a slam dunk. He was eventually deemed insufficiently funky.
Oh, okay.
I didn't quite get that right, but yeah.
So do you have criteria? What is your criteria to be part of the Jive Time? I know that you and Phil Grandison was pretty much holding it down.
Yeah, well, everything you do has to be funky from now on. That's one thing.
Funky.
Yeah,
I
everything.
I haven't heard that term in a long
Now,
time.
so what? Do I got to play some Parliament or some P Funk in the background when I'm flying to be
Yeah,
funky, or get some James Brown in the background?
James, I like it. One good thing about having a cold is when you're just as you're getting over it, you can scream like James Brown. I haven't had a cold for a while. That's okay.
Yes. Well, I've been entertaining bringing out a speaker out to the flying field, with the Bluetooth, and play some music. So maybe if I can record that, maybe I could see if I can qualify to be a member.
Oh,
I got to do everything funky, because I don't do everything funky.
yeah. Well, from now on, yeah.
I'll work on it. It'd be an honor and privilege to be part of the Jive Time
Jive Combat Team.
And by the way, I tried the tachometer today.
Did it work?
At first, it didn't work very well, and then I changed the battery.
Oh,
That's something, and I changed the battery, and it worked. And I changed the battery in my other one that didn't work. And I got this tip. I mean, this show is so valuable. I mean, I learn things all the time, because it was Monday's show. I'm not sure if it was Bob Hunt, but I suspect it was. He alluded to that maybe I should just try changing the battery, and they asked, when was last time you changed the battery? And I'm like, I couldn't remember. You know, those transistorized batteries usually last a long time. Unlike those.
A voltmeter will tell you the status.
Yeah, I have many of those. Trust me. I used to be an electronic technician, but I don't have one on my person right now. But I just changed the battery, and it started working. So now I have a couple good tachometers. So that was a tip I learned here. Yes, Gary?
I just happen to think on the stunt team, or like on RC, 3D players, 3D, it's a really good, they got music playing in the background. Has anybody ever flew a pattern with music playing in the background?
Just in my head.
Would you say, Howard?
Only in my head. I thought of doing that, but electric is still too noisy. I figured electric you could do that, but it's still
Okay.
too much noise.
I mean, the guys I fly with, I just don't know their music. Everyone has different tastes in music, so that's why I haven't been playing music. But I guess if I'm by myself, I'm worried someone would steal my Bluetooth speaker.
Okay. But RC, though, of course, they're they're doing their thing, and so they're there standing right by the speaker, so they can hear it all. So that'd be the difference, probably. Yeah.
Far enough away, it doesn't make much noise.
Yeah. I guess we always could use earbuds and play music, but no one else would know we're playing music.
Just curious if you.
No, I've just seen videos. I mean, production value is heightened when there's a good music. Of course, it can't be copyrighted music.
and then add music to it, and nobody know it's not played at the scene. You can get live musicians. I tried to get Uncle Jimby to play a trumpet fanfare for the entry of the Jive Combat team at the Golden State Stunt Championships banquet one time, but he refused to do it.
Oh, that would have been cool.
Yeah.
Yeah. And I looked all over town for a CO2 fire extinguisher too, to make some fog for the entrance. But you can't find them anymore.
Huh. Well, I got some people in the chat box. Tom Rammel provided us a like. Thank you, Tom. Appreciate that. And Making Model Airplanes. He says, glad to be here. Well, thank you for coming in, Making Model Airplanes.
Top
And
remark.
I see that you've been watching Sparky as well. So appreciate your support of our channel. Thank you very much. So right now we have 12 concurrent viewers, 9 likes. So if you haven't smashed that like button, please smash that like button. That helps the analytics of the show. And please consider joining our YouTube channel. And that's with the membership subscription. It starts off at $4.99 a month. And if you want to, also consider subscribing. All these activities help the Stunthangar YouTube channel grow. Appreciate that. So you've been doing anything in your shop, Howard?
Yes, I have. I almost flew some stunt today, but the wind was in the wrong direction.
Oh, what do you mean wrong direction?
It was blowing over the shop. The shop is next to the circle, and when the wind blows from that direction, it's very turbulent.
Oh, okay. All right. That's cool. I was just thinking, why don't you just do the maneuvers downwind? And of course, I understand what you're saying now. If it goes over the shop, that's going to be turbulent air. Yeah.
It was turbulent, yeah. But there's enough of the time that it's not blowing over the shop that it's just fine.
Very, very cool.
So I put fertilizer on circle 1 instead.
All right. Very, very cool. I did some flying today. I went out and flew the P-40, and we had, I think there was 3 of us out there, Stuart Mossman and Joe Mata and Carl Reed. And so there's 4 of us out there today flying. About half combat and half control line stunt. So it was pretty cool. So do you have anything on the bench, or you have any plans on building anything new?
Are you talking to me?
Yeah, I'm talking to you, Howard. I'm sorry. Yeah.
Yeah, yes, and yes, respectfully.
Oh, that's right. You got that Yusenko, that new take apart you have to put together, right?
I have a Shark. I can't figure out how to mount the motor on it. I've got I took out the forward fuselage to work on that, and I don't know how the spinner goes on there. So I've got to open up the box and take out the spinner. It's tough building a Shark. There's a lot to it.
Wow. Okay. Yeah.
Yeah. I'm used to these ARFs. And the other one, I'm trying to recover from not knowing how to spray paint. The clear coat I put on, I looked down when I was putting it on, sometimes like I was an inch away from the wing, and you're not supposed to be that close, so anyhow, the clear coat is kind of lumpy, so I'm trying to fix that.
Now the other one is what model is that? I know you have the Shark. What was the other model you're talking about?
That's an Impact.
Oh, okay.
So I've been flying it. You may not have seen this thing in real life.
I saw the new dog.
That's the new dog. You haven't seen it in real life.
You didn't have it at Las Vegas last year? That was the old dog?
No, that's the old dog. Yeah, that's the old dog. And the year before that too.
Oh wow. Right. You're sure right. I haven't seen the new dog
Yeah.
except for what you've shown on the stream.
Yeah. Yeah. I put it back together since I went to Europe with it.
We have a new person in the chat box here. Let me catch up. Tom Ramel says 8 degrees, I guess today. And so no flying today.
60 here, Stonehenge.
Yeah. 8 degrees. That's not quite zero. And he said it's also, he said, and windy. Well, you know what, those that's pretty much a deal breaker, being 8 degrees and windy. Yeah, I understand that. And then a new person, Scott Fitzpatrick, he says, is this MLC? Which one is Chad, the mud shark? I don't know what MLC stands for. If you can explain that, Scott, I'd appreciate it.
There's a Frank Zappa song about, is that what he's talking about mud shark?
I have no idea. Scott, I don't know what you're talking about. So elaborate on that. Yeah, I haven't been working on my, I need to get back to working on my SV11. I need to, I think I told you before, Howard, I need to devise a better way of holding the battery that allows airflow over it and under it and around it. And I just haven't,
yeah.
I've been so busy making these handles. I'm going to make a total of 4 handles. So I have one for each plane and a backup. Yeah.
Yeah, I have one for each plane, but I don't have many planes.
Yeah. I mean, I need more than 4, but I figure I have one for Pampa, maybe one for classic, one for profile, and a backup. So I'm thinking if I have 4, and these are custom handles that I'm making, and they're coming out pretty nice.
Is there an opening at the back of at the bottom of the fuselage where the air can pass through and come out? You have one of them, don't you?
No, I don't have that in
It's
the.
all enclosed, huh?
Yeah, pretty much. Well, I mean, there is some holes underneath the wing. This is an ARF. It's the SV11 ARF. There is a hole underneath the wing. I removed the covering. It's about 1.5 inch diameter hole, approximately. But the batteries, I have it. It goes into an encasement of foam, and it doesn't allow any circulation of air. So
A little blanket.
What?
A little blanket.
Yeah, but it comes out pretty warm. So I got to, I kind of like the idea that not Paul, but Bob Hunt has, where he has like a saddle that the battery resides in, and he puts the saddle in that battery compartment.
Yeah, these newfangled batteries probably take more cooling because they have a higher internal resistance.
Yeah, I haven't even assembled the batteries yet or made them. I'm waiting on coming up with inspiration on how to, it's harder when the plane's already built. I mean, if I was building a plane, I could make it easier, but having to develop something that's already going to go into a built plane, it's just, plus I have other things that are going on. Oh, Scott Fitzpatrick says, misery loves company, MCL.
Oh.
Thank you, Scott. Appreciate that.
Wasn't it?
Well, it's not that bad out here, Scott. I know that Tom is 8 degrees and Howard has wind blowing the wrong way.
Yeah.
And what's going on with you, Stuart? Why aren't you? What kind of weather you're having? Oh, you're muted, Stuart.
He lives in the Great White North.
It's about just around freezing temperature. It's been up and down a bit. So hopefully next week it's supposed to get into the 40, around 40, 42. So I hope we get one nice day with no wind. But we'll have to see. I'm itching to get out. Get stuck in this house too long in the winter.
Yeah,
Oh,
you get circulitis. You stay in the house too long, and you want to make some circles. What do you got there? You
this
make
is
it big.
well, I don't know that it's worth being big about, but this is a battery mock-up for those 18650 cells.
Oh, that is so cool.
Did you print it? Is that printed?
Yeah,
Yeah. Okay.
and so I'm going to see if I can squeeze it into the.
Oh, that is very ingenious. Yeah, battery mock-up. Unfortunately, I got to actually make one. I can't even mock one up unless I was going to use some wooden dowels that are machined the right size. But that'd be so much work. Be just the same amount of work as it would be for me to make one.
Well, Brent will send you some ends, and then you got to space them out, and there you are.
Yeah, actually, Brent did send me some ends.
You're in business.
I'm in business. I just need to make them. I just
Yeah.
haven't got. I got.
You need to make them. You just space out the ends with a piece of wood or something. Then
Oh, I
you
see what you're saying. I see what you're saying. Yeah, that's
Just-
true.
try fit trying.
Yeah, that's a great idea. Thank you, Howard. Man, see, this show is worth the cost of admission. I tell you, there's no doubt about it.
You get what you pay for.
You do, yeah. Even more so because, I mean, over the years I've gotten all kinds of information on this show, and I know that everybody else has too.
A lot of information.
A lot of information.
Yeah.
That's
Yeah, then some misinformation too.
Probably.
well, we try to smash
Trial and
that.
error.
We try to get rid of the misinformation.
Yeah.
The Fox News of control on model aviation.
Yeah.
Yeah. So right now we have 20 concurrent viewers. Thank you very much for tuning in. Appreciate it. And we have 12 likes. So if you haven't hit the like button, please do that. It doesn't cost you a penny to hit the like, and it helps us out. So please do that. Just take you a second or less.
I
to
don't
do
know
that.
how I do that. Maybe if I do how.
Oh yeah, you probably need to be. I know that the guys. I'm not sure how they do it when they're in the show.
I do it on my phone.
You do it on your phone.
Yeah, open up YouTube and do it there,
Oh,
then turn it off.
He's
Oh.
using his phone, so
yeah.
Oh,
I could use something else, I guess. But the other stuff's in the house.
no problem, Howard. Looks like Tryan is making his way in here.
It does, yeah.
And Scott Patrick says, I shared you guys to the Armchair Comic Sports Heads podcast group. Have a good one.
At the top of the morning to you.
Thank you, Scott. He goes, have a good one, guys. Later. Thank you, Scott, for tuning in. Appreciate it.
Here's John. Top
And
of the
here
morning.
comes, and John's in here. John's making his way. Hey, Tryan, thanks
Tryan,
for coming in. How
hi.
you doing, Tryan?
Good. How you guys doing?
Doing good.
pretty good.
Hey, John, how's it going?
Tighter than frog hair.
Oh, that's pretty good. Finer than frog hair. That's pretty good.
Cold and snowy.
Yeah. Actually, it's warmed up today.
Oh.
It was up in the high 50s, low 60s this
Oh,
afternoon.
Wow.
Wow.
And the snow's all gone. And it's cold out there right now. It cooled off, but it's not supposed to have any rain or storms until into next week. So I'm gonna have a chance to do a few things outside if I can do it all right.
You didn't go to BSC.
No, I didn't.
Me neither.
I don't have. Yeah, well, you and I are, we're
My wife
what do we call
wouldn't let me go because there was weather in the way. And then later she said, no, I didn't tell you couldn't go.
Yeah, that's one of the nice things about the only nice thing perhaps about being a widower is that I make up my own choices. And I
Yeah,
made the choice to go.
that would not be good.
Yeah. But, the bad things that come from that, you almost are willing to put up with all of that stuff just for the
Yeah,
companionship, good times.
we're
Yeah.
we're in some restraint,
Yeah, yeah.
as
I see
as
you.
someone said.
Did you wear green today or is that gray?
It's actually green.
Way to go. Who would have known you was today you're an Irishman, you know that, don't you?
Um,
Everybody's an Irishman on St. Patty's Day.
the
Mhm.
the JCT is known from Cork to Killarney for combating, and that ain't no blarney.
Very good. You can't say that enough. I love it.
Well,
It's gotta be tough being the lone driver.
yeah, John hadn't heard it.
I hadn't heard it. No. Hey, there's another.
Let me catch up. We have Mark Wise making his way in here. He's in here. Thank you, Mark, for coming in. How are you doing?
Good.
Mark,
And then we
Hi,
have
Phil.
Philip Bailey in here. Hey, Philip, how are
Hey
you?
guys, doing great. Hope you are.
How you all
Doing well.
doing?
When-
Did you get an email, Phil?
Yes, I did. Thank you. I sure appreciate it, John.
Good.
Wednesday was the Ides of March,
Yeah, I
Hey.
watched out for it, but it didn't creep up on me.
You're on your guard for a plot or a scheme, but what to beware is the Jive Combat Team.
All right.
Unless
cool.
that little 16 or 17-year-old Soviet combat girl is flying, then you got to watch out. She was flying at the
Hadn't heard it.
Worlds, I think.
I don't know.
Not sure of whom you are talking, but
Let me ask Tryon a question. Hey, Tryon, what you been up to?
Oh, just new job, new stuff, The weather is not exactly cooperating. It seems like it's beautiful all week except for weekends.
Yeah,
Well,
that's the way it is here.
I've got 68 degrees there right now.
Yeah, it is raining like mad. So tomorrow everything is soaking wet, and where are you gonna go fly in that weather?
Well, it's simple. You build a seaplane stunner. There's one that's classic legal.
Mm-hmm.
Mm.
Yep, that will definitely work.
Yeah.
Yeah, so it's just one of those things, just yeah, I'm just trying to secure some material, so
It got that.
I
Okay.
start building.
Very good. And Mark Wise,
Yeah,
how
it's
about
good.
you? You made any progress on your impact?
I hope to this weekend. I never got the flap horns I ordered about 6 weeks ago from Russell at Oki. So I'm sure there's a good reason for it, but it's really screwed me up. But I'm using the time on Pampa. We formed a committee. I asked Scott Richland to let's have a planning committee. Let's get some strategies for the next 5 years. And he's got Tim Stagg on the committee. Tim's a great guy. Jim Barry's on the group, and Matt Colin's on the group. So we got a really good group. And the plan is to make a report in July at Muncie to the membership and see what they think about what we're coming up with. There's a lot of good things on the horizon, and we're also going to make some changes on the website and move the district reports to the website and make the newsletter much more of a how-to piece. So you can open up the newsletter and learn some things, maybe help you in your building, your flying, your trimming, whatever you do. I'm going to just have more and more value added. And I think I'm about a week away from, maybe less, from publishing this source list, which has gotten pretty big. I'm going to put it, we're going to start it on the website for Pampa. Since Pampa's done all the work, I think that's where it should start. And thank those people who have contributed to it. And then figure out what to do with it after that. So a lot of good things going on, and I'll be down at Triple Tree for 8 days, doing a little bit of flying and working with the kids and the adults down there. Then Will Davis and I, a month later, run Brodak, and then I got the Nats. We got the banquet and the 50th anniversary. And then we're having a Northeast Regional Pampa contest in New Jersey in September, and a month later down in Florida with the KOI, which is the Southeast Regional Pampa Championship. We're trying to spread the name out and have people, more and more people fly at top level events and help them with trophies and help them with whatever we can do to help these contests flourish. So I think a lot of good things coming from AMA. I chat with them almost weekly, and we got one big issue resolved, and I'm happy with our relationship with them. So all good things.
Very good. Very good. Phil, I had to mute you. I think you had background noise in the back, so I muted. I was trying to find who had it. So if I muted you, I think I muted you, Tryon, and muted you, Howard. I didn't know where the noise is coming from, but ended up it got quiet when I muted Phil. So if you needed to say something, just go ahead and unmute yourself.
You keep muting everybody. We won't have anybody to talk to.
Well, I was going to mute everybody but Mark because he was talking. So I was just trying to find that background noise because it was kind of distracting from hearing what Mark was saying.
When is Triple Tree, Mark?
I don't have the calendar in front of me. I think it's the second weekend in May. It ends around the 20th, so it probably starts around the 8th or 9th.
Mhm.
And
Okay.
we have a neat thing going on this year down there. I invited the combat guys to put on some contests, and they jumped on it thanks to Mike Lonke putting me in touch with the right people. So the first weekend will be combat contests, but it'll be a lot of open flying for anyone who wants to fly. Then Stun Camp on Thursday, run by Randy Smith with his Blue Ribbon Gang.
Mhm.
And then Friday and Saturday will be the Triple Tree Stun Championships, be classic,
Mhm.
profile, and PA on Saturday.
I definitely would like to do that part of it,
Absolutely.
and definitely the stunt camp. I think I need a lot of that.
Well, the Stun Camp is awesome. We typically have Randy, Dave Fitzgerald, Derek Barry, and one other, which is as good a panel as you can get, and you put a full flight on in front of them, and one at a time that they critique you, then you have a little time to practice, and then you go back for a second round with a different judge.
Mhm.
Ronnie Farmer.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's great. I mean, I really need a lot of that. Yeah.
And Thursday is a good time to do it. So then in the afternoon, we're open, you can practice, and Friday and Saturday is the contest. But I think of all the things we've done, that may be the best one, is Stun Camp.
Yeah, we need everybody needs a little bit of advice here and there, and
Yeah.
whatever.
Yeah. So busy summer and fall, and
Mhm.
looking forward to it.
Super, thank you.
No problem.
Is there gonna be? Oh, one last question. Is there gonna be you're gonna put a Stunthangar a date for it or something like that?
I'm sorry.
Are you guys gonna put? I looked in Stunthangar in the calendar, and I didn't see the triple tree there.
It's on, I'll make sure it's on there. There are a couple of guys that have contest calendars. Tom Luciano is one of them. He has it on there, but I'll make sure it's on there.
Mhm.
Thanks for mentioning
Well,
that.
maybe I did. I just didn't see it.
No,
Maybe I looked at it.
no
And I
problem.
didn't.
No problem at all.
Okay, thanks.
Thanks for the
Very
reminder.
cool. Very cool. So, John Miller, have you done anything? I know you've been working on some plans. Have you been working on any models or anything?
No, just working on the plans. I wanted to take a real quick conversation with Tran, because he gave me some good ideas on making my stab and elevator movable. And I just want to let him know I got some carbon fiber tube, 6mm, 4mm center opening,
Mm-hmm.
and then 4mm with it's a nice, good sliding tight fit.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
Okay. And it's just I can see now with the way that fits, putting in there why you could get by with just taping the line there, you know. So I
Yes.
appreciate it. I just tell you thanks for your help on that.
Oh no, you're welcome. You know, I'm glad you like it. I hope it works for you, and it's super simple to build. You know, it's just build it all as one piece and just use a zona. So cut it down. You might want to put some a little bit of 164 plywood on the edge, and you stand it all as a block, as a one unit.
Well, I have an idea, because what I'm not going to build it all in one and then cut it with the Zona saw. I'm going to put I'm actually going to the center portion is going to be sheeted, and I'll have riblets in there, you know, to transfer the loads to
Mhm.
you know, out and over.
That
But,
also works.
Yeah, but I also want, I'm trying to see if I can't get together with somebody that's got a 3D printer and print the end caps for both sides that have
Mhm.
got the pocket and everything in it to put the screw in there to hold the two together. I thought
Mhm.
that'd be really neat, and it should be easy to do, you know.
Yeah.
So I do know somebody, Howard, that has a 3D printer.
Mm.
He's
John?
informed me.
Hey,
There he
John.
goes. Yeah,
Well, somebody told me after I had those Snoopies printed, the fellow that printed them for me, he says, and I've heard it on Stunthangar, you can go to the library. A lot of libraries will actually print it for you.
really.
I didn't
That's
know
neat.
that until, well, I heard you guys talk about it, and then the fellow that printed the Snoopies, he says, "Oh yeah, you can get the library to print them."
Send me a CAD file.
Not, I don't
Wow.
know what I'll do, but I mean,
Yeah.
I've got some stuff I want printed too, so I'm gonna go see him at some point.
Yeah. Well, Howard just said send him the CAD file. So as soon as I get the CAD file done up, I'll send it to you, Howard.
DXF.
DXF, okay. And I
Very
see
good.
how
Yeah,
Walter's here.
Walter Umlin's here. Thank you, Walter, for coming in. How you doing, Walter?
Hey, Walt.
Hey,
Well,
He's doing.
Doing well.
How you feeling, Walter?
With my hands usually.
Oh, boo hiss.
uh-oh.
Boo hiss.
Why do you
I-
use something different, Phil?
Oh, it's just good to see you all.
Same here.
Glad to see you up around and feeling good. Good enough to joke.
I'm actually in the shop.
Wow.
That's
Really?
cool.
Hey,
All
Walter,
right.
I got-
Let there be light. Very good.
Well,
I got the package, Walter, thanks.
I got my little guy, so I wanted to keep it dark so he don't come jumping up on my lap. It looks like it's pet night.
Yeah.
All got our pets with us.
Yeah,
So
mine's
it's that night.
been wanting to stay in my lap ever since we got home.
Okay. Anyway, how's everything going?
Going good.
Going great, Walt. Good to see you. How's it going for you? We've been worried about you.
I'm shut down.
Well, I know the business is, but how are you doing?
ready,
Better?
ready to shut down.
Oh, Lord.
Oh, I'm just joking. Come on.
Okay, good.
Things are tough. I thought I was doing good there for a while, and things went the other way. I got something wrong with my hands. They think it's a nerve problem, but anyway, I'm here to say hi about models.
All right, very good. Let's say hi on models.
Good deal. Good
Hey,
deal.
Phil, I'm going to ask you, have you had a chance to do anything as far as model aviation since you got back? Your vacation?
No, I went down the basement and took some of the stuff that I brought home and started to use it, and then got news we had to go to a funeral in West Virginia, and we got home yesterday, and I just haven't had a chance to do anything today, but I had 3 meetings today. But anyway, or Vicky and I had 3 meetings today. But no, but I'm planning on in the morning is an RC sale I'm going to, and then it's too wet to do anything else. So I'm gonna come home and play in the shop tomorrow. I hope to get the wing in the fuselage on the SV11 tomorrow.
Oh, very
I'm
good.
ready to go. I'm ready to take the Revolution out and fly it some, but the weather just don't seem to sit my way. I don't know what's going on with that.
What's it like by you?
Well, it's raining like crazy right now, and the wind's been blowing most of the day, so
Okay.
it's been a mess. I'm just Charles. How's California?
We went flying today. I'm not sure what the temperature was. Probably in the low 60s, and
Well,
the
see,
winds got up to 6 mile an hour. So it actually
The
was
reason
a.
I was asking,
Go
the
ahead.
reason I was asking, as beautiful as it was when we were there, where we were, when we got back that night, I saw pictures of 7 feet of snow up around Sacramento, and then rain coming, which was going to cause more trouble. And then I got home and I saw pictures of heavy flooding. So, wow. Y'all
Yeah, I'm
getting
very
it all this
fortunate.
year.
We're very fortunate where we're located. Between Joe
Yeah.
Mata and myself and Carl and the guys I fly with, we have the rain, and our field was kind of muddy a little bit today, but we were still able to go flying today, and it ended up being a beautiful day. I actually had a sweatshirt on and a t-shirt. I ended up taking off my jacket and just flew with that. And I was warm. I was actually, at the end of the day, I was kind of hot. So it was
Wow.
pretty
that's neat.
nice. Pretty nice.
If you want to see muddy, though, come here after 3 or 4 days of rain. We got,
Yeah.
keep in mind, we got the center of the circle is concrete. The where you stand is concrete. Circle itself is asphalt, but in between is grass. And sometimes you sink up to your ankles in the mud. It's a soggy mess right now. It's a slush fest out there.
Wow.
So I
Yeah.
talked to 2 of the guys. They said, no, even if it quits raining tonight, we're not going anymore. We're going to go to the sale. We might go tomorrow afternoon if the wind lays down a little bit, but right now it's howling. So not going to happen tonight if it stays like tonight. But I've got I want to get that wing in the fuselage and build a push rod, and then we'll go from there. There's plenty of work to do. I just got to get it done. Get out there and get it done.
Now your SV11, is that an ARF or an ARC or a kit?
It's an ARF. It's an it's an ARF. It's one of the last ARFs that I was able to get my hands on, and it came in with a box completely busted up, and it didn't have a lot of things were missing out of it. But I've been able, I've been at this long enough. I've got a lot of spare parts. It might not have the right wheel pants, and it might not have the right. Well, it don't have the fiberglass fuselage in it. It's going to have carbon one in it, but I'm getting it all together. I got horns from Oki, and that did take a while, Mark. I don't remember how long, but it took a while to get them.
Yeah.
And anyway, it's coming. It's coming. I got the Fioretti in it, and I got the spin in it, and I got everything in it. All the electronics are in it. I build the front end to get everything ready, and then I put it on the box and put the wing and tail and all in it. So then I'm not trying to turn it over and turn it back and bang it around with the darn wings attached. In my shop, there's just no room right now. So I got all the electronics in it. Everything's ready. I just got to get the wings and tail attached and hopefully have it ready to fly next weekend, but we'll see. Lord willing, it'll work, but doesn't matter. The weather's not holding for me anyway. So we'll see what happens.
You know, speaking of Oki Air, I mean, I actually ordered a Fiordi and I got it in like 5 days. So I guess if he has it in stock, he's pushing things out. It's just, I guess maybe he doesn't have the horns in stock, and that's why you guys might be experiencing a delay. But
Yeah,
I know he's getting
I don't want to
slammed
say.
for not
sure
sending
is.
things out. But I think if he has it in stock, he sends it out. He just does not have the horns in stock. Maybe that's why I think he might be experiencing a little
Well,
delay.
he's just moved again not too long ago and trying to get everything set up. So I'm trying to be patient. If I can do it, y'all can do it, because I'm one of the least patient guys you're going to meet with stuff like that. When I order it, I don't order it until I need it. And when I need it, doggone it, I want it.
Right.
But
Right.
he's doing the best he can. I've talked to him several times. He's doing the best he can. He's a good fella.
Yes, I've spoken
I
to
think
him on the phone. He seems like a really good fellow, absolutely, and he's really passionate about model aviation.
Yeah, he's been in a long time. He was in RC, a pattern or something. I can't remember. 3D, I think.
Yeah,
but I don't know.
He was.
Yeah.
Let me catch up on the chat box.
Yeah.
Let me see. Tony San Benedetto, he says, "Thank you guys. I love these videos." Thank you. I'm so glad that you appreciate it, Tony. That's awesome. And then Making Model Airplane says, "Any updates on Caffeine?" Well, Caffeine was in here Monday. He's out of the hospital. He's home. He was hoping to do some flying this weekend. So that's last I heard. And then Daniel Barry Sports Highlights says, "Yo." And then Jeff Riley says, "Just a note to Phil, the right wheel pants are the ones you're happy with." And we have a digital hand raised by Howard Brush of the Jive Combat Team.
The lone jive.
What are you missing, Mark?
I'm sorry?
You said you were waiting for something from Oki. What was it?
Yeah, I wanted to put the Paul's adjustable flap system in my impact.
Oh,
Okay, so I ordered the 1/8, several sets of the 1/8 flap horns, so I could cut them, and build that system. About a week ago, Will Davis was able to send me some stuff he had. I think the issue with Russell is not his intent. I think it's just for him to find the time with everything that he has going on to build the horns and things like that. So,
I have. You need them, so.
Oh, well, yeah, I would love to have it, and I could send mine back to you when he gets, when he's able to build mine.
I don't want them.
That'd be great.
Well, I don't want his. But you need 1/8 or
Yeah.
30 scale.
1/8.
Okay.
Yeah.
What are you going to use?
I'm sorry?
What are you going to use for the elevator?
I thought 3/32 would be good enough.
It is. You got.
And I have an adjustable flap horn for the elevator.
You have an adjustable elevator horn for the elevator.
Yeah.
Yeah. So, do you need me to send you any 1/8 horns or not?
If you had two of them, I would love to have them.
Okay.
I'll send you my address. Thank you, buddy.
I'll look to see what I got.
You'll get some extra judging points at the Nats.
Oh, there you go.
And that's how it's done, my friends.
Oh, sheesh.
Thank you, Howard.
And Philip Bailey, thank you for the like. Thank you very much. Appreciate it. Are you on a phone, Phil, or are you on a PC? You're on a phone as well.
Would you believe both? Would you believe both?
Very
I'm on
good.
the computer
Okay.
for the other, but I do the like on the phone. I can work my little iPad and I can work my phone, but this computer's new and I'm scared I'm gonna screw something up as my wife's.
Yeah, you don't want to mess up Vicky's computer.
Mm-mm.
I meant
No,
Vicky.
no.
She's sweet and nice, but I wouldn't want to mess up her computer.
You don't want to mess up her computer. No, no, no.
Is my
She becomes a tiger real quick. Oh, look at that little sweetheart. Hey, Walter.
Yeah, that's a cute puppy. Cute dog.
My goodness. Mine wanted to go outside a while ago, and I got him on a leash. He got down 3 steps and got where the steps are not covered anymore. So help me, he backed up two of the steps on only his front feet. His rear feet were in the air. He's done it before, but I got a talented little dog. He can walk on just his front feet, but he don't like getting wet. Absolutely don't like getting wet. He don't mind a shower because we're going to blow dry him, and he'll sit there and let you blow dry him. But anyway, all right. Anyway, back to planes. Howard, what is that? Is that dog 5 on the wall behind you?
Yeah,
That's a pretty airplane. That thing is still really pretty.
So what are you doing right now, Howard? Are you trying to fix those lumps and bumps?
yeah, I'm fixing lumps and bumps, trying not to sand through the clear coat. So far, so good.
Very good.
Is that the same plane you had at the Worlds?
Let me go look at the control units.
Talk among yourselves here.
Let's talk amongst ourselves.
Talking.
Just got a
Remember a
quick,
song about that.
is FP40 and an LA 46 the same bolt pattern to mount?
Yes.
You know, I think they are.
LA 40 and 46 are actually the same case. They just bored it out, put the bigger sleeve in it.
I just wondered about the bolt pattern. That's fine because I got an LA
Yeah, they're exactly the same.
on something. I want to change it to a 40. So, okay, thanks.
Yeah, I put a 40 in my Nobler, and one of my guys is no longer
Are you
with
out
us.
here, Walter?
No, I just want to ask John a question. I was going to wait.
Go for it. Go for it.
John, did you get that box of stuff?
I did, and thank you for it. Yeah, I tried to tell you earlier that the box came okay.
Okay. Well, I am completely out.
Are you?
Yep, except for what I put on eBay. I put my balsa up and for sale, and I got a buyer bought it all, except for some boxes that I put up on eBay. He
Well, I'm glad.
took just
I
my
didn't-
contest wood.
Yeah.
I didn't figure you'd have trouble selling it.
What?
I didn't figure you'd have trouble selling it. Not contest wood.
No. No, there were 3 big boxes.
Wow.
That's just the contest. And I still got another maybe 3 or 4 boxes
Wow.
Wow.
of excessive wood.
Yeah. Funny how you always get a load of that and a few pieces of contest.
Yeah. And I paid for contest. I'm just sick of the whole mess.
Mm-hmm.
The hobby, I hope the hobby survives. I really do. I don't want to be one of them naysayers because in 3 weeks, I will have been in the hobby for 49 years,
That's great.
you know,
Mm-hmm.
and for health and obvious disability reasons and the wood and everything else. I had to give it up. So I kind of wanted to stop in and say hello.
Well,
Oh, we hope you keep on stopping in and say hello.
Yeah, I would like to do that. We'll see what happens.
Walter, thanks for the beautiful kits that you've put out.
Oh, you guys are welcome. I hope
I've had several.
you guys.
I've got 6. I've got 6 right now, not counting the ones I've built, and they're like them all. They're all
Still
nice.
got that Excalibur, and I don't know whether to build it or to put it under lock and key.
I'm the same way with the kits I have. I don't know what, I haven't built a kit in so long, it's ridiculous, but if I were going to build one,
Why don't you
if I were
build?
going to build one, the wall kits are the best you're going to get.
Well, not if they're sitting in there dry rotting.
Well, they ain't gonna dry rot. They're gonna get built, but they just, Walt, I've got so much stuff down there that I'm trying to finish. I refuse to start anything new until I finish a third of what I've got already ready for paint, just hanging on the wall, ready to be taken down, cleaned up and painted. So
You guys know
that's
you
why I'm
can
going on.
paint in the rain, right?
Well, I can't. I have to paint outside.
Okay.
I've just got a metal tube building. I don't know what else to call it, but it's a metal tube building that you throw tarps over. It's like you can make a greenhouse out of it, but I'm gonna throw tarps over it and get an area where I can put filters on one end and big fan on the other and make myself a whatever you want to call it, paint booth.
Yeah, well, you can.
And did this with full wife permission, no less. So
Lucky you.
we're gonna do something. Since her cancer, she can't stand the smells of the paint and the thinner and all that. And if I get it in the basement, it's up here. So
Right.
I just don't do that anymore.
No, I hear that. It was like Wendy. He was never allowed to paint in the house.
Yeah. But
Yeah.
man, he could paint. I've never met anybody who could paint like Wendy can paint. Whew.
Howard's doing a pretty good job.
Howard's doing a darn nice job.
Howard's got his hand up too.
Oh, I do?
Go for it.
Oh, I'm
Yeah.
sorry. I didn't know I had my hand up. I have nothing to say.
Oh,
Howard's one of those people who could take a very simple paint job and make it absolutely beautiful. I just don't have that talent.
Yeah.
Yeah, like this one I got here. Yeah.
No, that trim on the one you're working on is anything but simple.
Yeah.
That Dog 6, that is anything but simple. I watched
Yeah,
when you was trying to do that one.
Yeah.
Whew.
It's not simple.
No.
Which one is that? I haven't seen it. I've been away. I've been out for a while.
Oh,
give me a ring, Howard.
well, okay, let's
Sure.
see. I was
Is that
trying
the
to,
one you've been working on, Howard?
trying to send a picture to Mark, and let me go back to the program, and I'll select this and
There we go.
Make you big here. 1 second.
oh
There you go.
Oh,
Look at
God.
that.
Yeah.
yeah, that's
That's
not
amazing.
All you need is Kubert.
yeah.
Oh, that wasn't a slam either, by the way.
There's
That's cool.
I did a thread on Stunthangar on why you don't want to use complicated paint masks.
Yeah, really.
Mhm.
Stuff like if you lose track of where the masks are and you try to peel one up and you stick your knife under the edge of it and there's no actual mask there, it's just paint. You
Yep.
kind of make a dent in your paint and then you got to cut. And it's yeah. There's some
It can be problematic.
Sorry?
It can be problematic.
Can be problematic. Yeah, I've I documented a couple of paint jobs on Stunthangar.
Okay. Well, I just wanted to stop in and say hi.
Yeah, appreciate it.
Okay.
Thank you.
Top of
Walt.
the morning to you, Walter.
I still have my plotter. If anybody needs plans for stuff I used to make, feel free. I'll be happy to sell a set of plans. You know, but
Terrific.
you know, Phil, you said that you were working on an ARF. A lot of you guys don't know that in 2008, I started the process of making an ARF Stiletto 660.
Ooh.
And I had like 60 orders and then couldn't get China to fix their mistakes. There were 23 boo-boos and I got them. I fixed the ones on the plane that I could, you know, the prototype, but then I couldn't get them. So I ended up not doing it. And then they went out of business. And that was when it was connected with Brodak's guy.
Yep.
And that was when Brodak's guy went out of business the year after I couldn't get it done. So, you know, I didn't follow through with an ARF, but I've sold over 200 of those things. The kits.
Yeah.
That was my best selling.
I have one.
Yep. Yeah, that was my best selling kit.
Wow.
I want one.
And at the time, it was the highest price kit.
Huh.
You know, but I wish I would have been able to get the Predator done.
Yeah, that would have been neat.
There was
I've
about
seen that.
30 people wanted that.
Now, Jim Hoffman has a Predator. Did you help him get that going or what?
I don't think so.
Okay. Hey, Jim Hoffman's a nice Predator. I really like it.
I actually when I cut the prototype, I was not happy with the weight of the ribs that came out because I weighed them, and not that they would have been tragic. It's just there was so damn many ribs in that wing, between ribs, half ribs, and whatever. I wasn't happy with it, so I took out some contest wood and recut the ribs. And somebody bought the rib set, but I told him it was heavy. When he got them, he said, "Are you kidding me? These things are beautiful." And I said, "Well, God bless you. I must have a different idea of what's heavy." I mean, you know.
Yeah. Let
You
me
still
welcome Cha-Cha. Hey, Cha-Cha, thanks for coming in.
Good night.
Hey, how you doing?
I'm great.
I
Is that
see
the
you have a-
famous Walter?
Say it again?
Is that the famous Walter?
Yeah, Walter Umlin, yes.
Nice.
Is it?
Yes, Mr. Famous. I'm good. Trinidad is good. The weather is fine. Did a little building today.
Where are you?
What are you
Trinidad
building
and
right now? What
Tobago.
is that?
Magician.
A magician. Oh, one of my favorite childhood planes. Not that it's a plane for children, but I flew it when I was younger.
Yeah.
It's a good stunt ship. I built two of them. I liked it so much. It's matter of fact, that's one plane I'm hoping to build to kind of have a nostalgia type of feeling, you know, flying a plane I flew when I was young, you know, so.
The original or the
This one is
well-known
vintage.
one?
This
I
is
had the
vintage
well-known one. I had the,
performance
was it
version.
Midwest? I had the Midwest kit,
Okay.
but I actually made mine with flaps. I've heard people say they don't need flaps. They fly
No.
fine without flaps, but
Yep.
all I known is this flying one with flaps. Are you
Yeah.
gonna put flaps on yours, Cha-Cha, or not?
The other two that I have, they have flaps. This one is the vintage performance version,
Okay,
and I'm building this one without flaps.
without flaps?
I'm a bullshit plane.
Was that? You don't need to cough. Was that?
I'm
Well,
sorry. An imitation magician?
I mean, I just
Well-
got the kit, so I'm just building it. I
No,
mean,
that's okay. I'm stuck on permissions and authority and originality and all of that stuff, you know.
I understand. Would we be getting kits from you again soon?
No,
Oh boy.
no, I have health issues and I just can't afford the prices of balsa anymore, you know, and then to put them in a kit, it would drive up the price of the kit so badly. If I was to put the Predator out based on the prices today, that would be a $500 kit.
Wow.
And I would not honestly be making any money.
Understood.
Wow, yeah, I understand. Hey, I want to ask you guys a favor. I went to Brodak's back in, I think it was 2016, and I have lots of pictures. And there's some gentlemen that I met. I'm sure I met. I know I spoke to them, but I don't remember their names. So if I could show this image, I wonder if you guys know who these two gentlemen are. I'm really curious. Let me share the screen here and see if I can pull it up. I hope you guys know who these two gentlemen are.
Yeah, the guy on the right, well, in the middle, he's from New Jersey area.
Yep.
Oh crap. He's famous, well known, not famous. He's well known. Doug, I believe his name is.
It is Doug.
It is Doug.
Yep.
And he's well known for old time stunt checkerboards and circles
Absolutely.
on his old time stunt planes. And they're near perfect, straight and everything. Doug Benetti.
That's it. Doug Benetti. Yep.
Doug Benetti.
Okay.
And the guy on the left, he looks so darn familiar to me. I just don't remember his name. But I at least I helped you with one.
Right.
Doug is a really cool guy. I actually contacted Doug when I first took over Golden State Models kit line. And I asked him if he would prototype a kit for me. I'd like to send him an All-American and or Barnstormer, because those were the two old-time kits in the kit line. And he actually said no, that he does not build kits. He scratch builds only. I don't know what he's done in the past, 20 years, but I started kit making 23 years ago in August.
Okay.
Yep.
Well, I know the guy on the far right, that's Lynn Leinhart,
Right.
I think it is, and his
Okay.
wife behind him. And I met them, but the guy to the far left, I know I spoke to him, but I can't remember his name. And then there's a few other pictures I have of people I don't remember their names. Let me see if I can pull up another picture. Let's see here. Well, this thing advanced. Thing won't advance. Oh yes. Now I know this. I know these guys. This is Mark Gerber and another Lynn Harding.
Yep.
Lynn Harding passed away. Now this gentleman, I don't remember his name either. Do you remember? Anybody know this guy?
Yeah, he's from I want to say the Baltimore area. He's kind of a weightlifter kind of guy. He hasn't been to Brodak for several years. I'll see if I can come up with his name for you.
Yeah, he looks like he's pumping hard.
Yeah, good guy. Very nice.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And we know who that is. Bob Brookins, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
May he rest in peace.
And I
Yes,
think that's
sir.
Chris. I think that's Chris Bernard sitting down right next to him.
Yep, looks like him.
And then that's Chris Bernard and his wife.
Yep.
And Paul Taylor.
Yep.
And this is
You didn't get any
someone's line.
pictures of me?
Was you there, Walter, in 2016?
No.
Oh, okay.
I was though.
Yeah, I know you was there, John. I think I might have a picture of you in the hobby shop.
Oh, really?
Yeah, I think so.
Yeah, he was probably putting something in his pocket.
Don't say that.
And I wonder who's flying here. Don't know who's flying.
I'll tell you, Dennis wears a hat like that, but I don't know if that's Dennis.
I was thinking, Dennis, unless that's his big
I believe
wing.
it is Dennis.
You think that's
I
his
think it
big
is.
wing there, you think?
Dennis who?
Dennis Adamison.
Adamison.
Oh, okay. I don't know him personally. Didn't he just
That
pass
looks like
away?
his big wing.
Didn't he just pass away, Dennis Adamison?
No, you think
No,
his
no.
dad. His dad,
God, I
Art.
hope not.
Oh, okay. Sorry. Sorry if you're out.
That's all
there.
I'm not sure who is exiting the field here. I don't know who that is. Hey, Caffeine, how you doing?
Hi. Doing good.
Good. There's a guy here in the chat box who was interested in any updates. Last time you and I spoke, you was home and hoping to do some flying last weekend,
Mm-hmm.
or maybe this weekend. Or we spoke Monday, so you're hoping to fly this weekend. That's still gonna happen, you think? You're gonna fly this weekend?
Yes, of course, definitely. And the good thing is all the RC guys at my club are joining a competition in another city. So I will have the field for myself. So yeah, I will have tons of flight tomorrow.
Oh, great. And yeah, I see your hair's growing.
Yeah. I don't have to share the field with the RC guys tomorrow. So yeah, that will be a lot of fun.
Very good. So you're gonna be flying with your Stooge tomorrow?
Yep.
And I remember you had a question about the Stooge, about how to get a smooth takeoff with the Stooge. Did you figure that out?
Yeah, I figured it out. Yeah, it was because the grass and the it's not really flat. So I have come up with new runway, with plywood. So it's hard and flat. So yeah, it will be fine, I guess.
Oh, that's great. Fantastic. Well, hopefully you go out and fly and be able to tell us all about it Monday.
Yep.
So
I will fly all three of my planes. So I will bring them all of them. So we'll give some trimming time and some practice time.
Make
Oh,
sure
that's
you
good,
bring
man.
all
I'm
the
glad to
back
hear that. That's awesome that you're feeling that good. That's great.
Yep.
I used to be very impressed by this guy that was making some beautiful takeoff in very rough fields.
Mhm.
His name was Sami Siorota. I'm not sure if he's, yeah. And he was one of the expert flyers, and he had a beautiful SV11 or Intrepid or one of the Randy Smith design anyways. So what he did, he took that aluminum landing gear and he made some cutouts in them to the point like he left like about 10 millimeters in the front, 10 millimeters on the back. So he basically, in essence, the landing gear had enough structural integrity to hold the plane up, but was loose enough that when you would hit a bump, the landing gear would do this. You could see the landing gear just
like shock absorber.
Exactly, and the wheels were doing this stuff, but the fuselage was like my head. The wheels were doing whatever, but the fuselage was nice and steady, and we're just plowing through whatever was there.
Wow.
Yeah,
It's some very nice
makes
takeoffs.
sense.
I should copy that.
Yes.
Yeah.
Let me welcome Joe Gilbert. Hey, Joe, how you doing?
Hey, Joe.
Fine, guys. It's
Joe,
all
are you
good.
are you in a hotel room in Phoenix?
Tucson?
Tucson, that's what I meant. Yep.
Tucson. Yes, we are.
Oh,
Yes, we are.
fantastic. Thanks for coming in. I appreciate it.
Yeah.
No worries. Good to see y'all.
Absolutely.
Been busy.
Man, I bet.
And
That's fantastic.
What is it, VSC?
Yeah, VSC.
Uh-huh.
How's it going down there?
Good. Tomorrow they'll finish up Super 70s tomorrow. There may be a couple ringmaster flyers yet to get, but I think everybody flew but one or two. And so it'll be all Super 70s in the morning and it'll be over, I think, basically.
Who won Old Time and Classic?
I lost old time to half a point to Lou Wolgast. I need to learn how to count. I got to learn how to count, Phil. When you do 4 loops instead of 5, it really kind of hurts really bad.
Yeah, it does.
Yeah, you lose pattern points. That's a
Oh,
deal
no.
breaker.
In old time, they got an interesting thing. If you do the wrong number of anything, it's an automatic 1. So I still get pattern points in old time because you started the maneuver, just didn't finish it.
Oh,
But
okay.
so I got 1 point times 3 instead of all week I was flying 8s and 9s. So I basically gave 21 points away.
Oh, man, that's
Well, that'll
So
take you out of
it's okay.
contention.
A little bit. Well, I still had round 2, but it was raining and blowing, and I only flew a 298, and I needed a 301, I think, to win. So it's all good. It don't matter.
so
Lou
who
did well.
actually won, Lou?
Lou won by 0.5 point over me. Yes,
Jesus.
it's all good. It's perfect.
How about
Then
Bobby Hunt? How'd he do in classic?
Bobby didn't come. Bobby had some troubles with who didn't travel transportation. So Bobby didn't. Yeah, Bobby didn't
Well, shit.
come.
Yeah, matter of fact,
Then-
anybody know how Jim Bornhold is doing?
I have not heard.
Yeah, he's
Anybody else heard?
yeah, Bob called me the other day, and Jim is having some serious problems with one of his feet.
Oh
And
my.
Bob said
Uh-oh.
it's possible, hopefully not, it's possible that he'll lose one.
Oh my
Oh.
goodness, that's too bad.
So we're praying for Jim.
Yes,
Yeah.
as we should.
Yeah.
As we
Yeah.
should.
That's
Sorry
Been
to
a
hear
good
that.
week. It's been a good week. It's challenging out here, as y'all probably know. You know, you get no winds or a little wind or wind in your face and wind at your back. And it's been good. It's all good.
You having
Hoffman's done
fun?
an outstanding job.
You having fun?
Oh yes, we've had a great time. Oh my goodness,
Good.
yes.
What old
How
time-
the dinners been going?
The what going?
The dinners in the evening.
There's nobody put on evening shows this year.
Really?
No, I think it just got, everybody's getting older and they didn't want to go through all the work and stuff to do it. But there's still, there's always people to go to dinner with and have lunch with. And,
Yeah.
it's
What-
good
what-
people.
What'd you
Yeah.
fly in old time? What
I
planes
flew
you
the
fly?
Ringmaster in old time. I flew the Cavalier in Classic. And then I flew the Ringmaster and Ringmaster today. Then I'm judging
gracious.
tomorrow.
What did you say that was Ringmaster today?
Yeah, they had Ringmaster today.
What does that mean?
Everybody flies the S1 Ringmaster.
Oh, okay.
Everybody flies the same, not the same airplane, but an S1,
Right. Well, what's
Right.
old time then? I mean,
Old time is
with the
anything, what,
Ringmaster.
December 52 back.
No, I mean with the Ringmaster.
Well, I flew the Ringmaster
Well-
in old time and Ringmaster event.
The Ringmaster today is a different event.
Yes,
I
than
got
old
it.
time.
Okay, my apologies. I've never been
Uh,
into
what was it?
BS.
Walter,
8 or 10
if-
people flew.
Walt, if you've never seen him fly a Ringmaster, you ain't seen what a Ringmaster can do.
Oh, you're being kind, but it's all good.
Yeah, well, I've seen you fly it.
He's also being.
Nobody, I've
truthful.
never
I've
seen
it.
anybody get the performance out of a Ringmaster joking.
I've
He's
heard
It was a good
quite
day.
good functional
It was a good day today,
What?
y'all. It's a good day. It's a good day.
Cha, what'd you say?
I've heard that same statement all the
Oh,
way
he's-
in Trinidad and Tobago.
Yeah,
All
he's
the way
good.
in
The only
where?
one that can beat him is himself usually.
I did that no time. I did that no time, but it's okay. It's okay. That
All right,
little
Larry.
engine was running so good, and I got to thinking, man, that engine's running good. First flight of the morning, when I flew, and man, it's beeping to rock time 1, beeping 2. Man, that engine's running good, too good. 3, 4, 4, 4. And I did another loop, and I quit at 4 and leveled out and tumped over. And I heard the judges, I heard him say, he only did 4? And I thought, oh, crap.
You should have went back and done another one.
It's okay. So it's all good, y'all. It was a great week. It's my fault, but Lou earned it. It's all good,
Oh,
Yeah, but
that's
if he
great.
only beat you by half a point and you missed a whole maneuver, you would have wiped him all over the floor.
You're correct. But it would have won by what, 5 or 6, maybe. That's
At least 10
I had
points,
another
no?
flight. I had another flight. The second flight it was misting and raining, and I wasn't as good that flight and had a 298. But that's all water under the bridge. It's all good.
You won by maybe a point.
Yeah. Lou earned it. It's good.
That's good. That's
How did
good.
Keith
That's
do?
good to hear.
Keith crashed his, what was it? Big job in practice the day before. Oh my
Oh,
God.
no.
Oh, that's
so
too bad. Oh,
You
that's
didn't
too
hear
bad.
about that, but he got it behind him in overhead eights and lost it, and he gave it up, and it upwind, it swung. I didn't see it, but I heard it go kerwhap, and it's total. I think it probably got the engine too, he told me.
Oh,
But he's okay with it. He's gonna build another. All that happens, y'all, in a blink of an eye. In a blink.
In a
you
blink,
know?
yeah, I know.
In a blink. In a blink. There's several good airplanes lost here this week.
Wow.
Several. I think of two for sure. It was a great week. It was a great week. The classic weather was better than old time. The classic, it was, I think if I said 3 to 5, it never blew 5. And sometimes you'd have a knock 2 in your face, and then on your side, and then on your back, and it worked out well. It was fun. It's Tucson. If you can't fly with the wind in your face at 1 mile an hour, somebody's going to beat you.
What were the results in Classic?
I won by how much, Colleen? 18 in Classic. I won
Way
by
to go, Joe. That's awesome.
Yeah, congratulations, Joe.
Congratulations, Joe.
Thank you.
Fantastic.
You can see the results. I don't want to brag. You guys can look.
No, not at all.
I know you don't want to brag, but I appreciate. I knew you won when you didn't mention it. So.
No, no.
It's
all good.
The only photo of the scoreboard that has been posted is too small to read. We can't. I couldn't
Is that
read.
right?
Yeah.
I had the high score. I had the high score of old time and classic, but you got to do it, more than once.
Twice.
Yeah, he don't want to brag. He don't want to brag. Come on.
No, he
don't
does
want to
not.
brag.
He does not want to brag. He's not a bragger. He just had an okay time there. Sounds like.
No, I had a great time. It was a good week.
I'll brag for it.
Yes, Colleen. Come on and
You
brag.
know what? You deserve the bragging rights, okay? You earned your bragging rights.
We had a good week, man. It was no doubt.
That's good. I'm glad to hear that, Joe. But you traveled from Oklahoma, right?
Yes.
Hey,
That's
Charles.
a long trip.
Charles, why don't you mute this guy, huh?
Which one, Walter or Joe?
No, Joe, not Walter.
I do.
Let me instead of doing that, let me welcome Lynn. Thanks, Lynn, for coming in.
Hey,
I
guys.
appreciate it.
Yeah.
I came in right at the right time. I got the results. It's all good.
That's right.
It's all very good. It's
The results will
I
be
bet
posted
you Lynn
pretty
would know. I bet you Lynn would know who that guy was. We all didn't know on that picture.
Oh,
there,
maybe, yeah, maybe so. I was looking at some pictures, Lynn, of when I was there at Brodak. I brought some pictures up, and there was a guy I don't know who. I don't remember his. I know I met him, but I can't remember his name.
Okay.
But you know what? Who in the chat box? Let me see here. The T-Bone 1260. That's Tom Luciano. He says the guy on the left is Pete Herman.
Oh, okay.
Does that ring a bell, Mark?
Is that doctor? Was he the doctor?
Pete? Is he a doctor? I don't know. Hi,
Dr.
Colleen.
Pete?
Hey, Colleen.
Is he a tall, slim fella? If he's a tall, slim fella, he's a doctor.
I'll show you his picture. Let me get to his picture here. I'll show you.
Pete Herman's the UPS driver.
Oh, Pete Herman's UPS driver. That's right.
Yes.
Pete
That's
Herman's
right.
UPS driver.
Woman, you got a memory.
Hi, Colleen.
Hi.
Pete always came with Doug Benedetti. Remember Doug Benedetti?
Yeah,
He was right next to
the one in
Doug
the picture.
Benedetti.
He always
He
came
was
with
right.
Doug Benedetti.
He was right next to him. I'll get to that picture in just a moment.
He was
scrolling.
a UPS.
I'm scrolling through these pictures right now. Hang on. Where?
Hi, Jim.
If y'all haven't been to Brodax, you got to go.
Hi,
man.
Jim.
That's-
Yep.
Who took it over?
Oh, there's Jim Hoffman.
Who took what
Hey,
over?
Jim. Hey, thanks for coming in.
Howdy.
Hey, Jim.
Hey, Jim.
Long time no see, Joe.
Yeah, it's all good.
Who took what over, Walter?
I was asking who took over the Brodak contest.
Oh, it's nobody. Buzz Brodak.
Oh,
Yeah.
she's still doing it
Yeah,
in her backyard?
It's in her
Same
backyard.
place.
That's correct.
And Mark can tell you who's in charge.
Mark can tell you who's in charge.
Okay. I
Mark's
got
a
it.
CD. Mark is a CD, y'all.
Will Davis and I have been doing that, maybe 7
6
years.
Yeah, 6
About
or 7.
right, yeah.
It's been a long time since I've been able to get there.
Yeah.
Let me
It's-
share this picture again. So you guys can see. I thought I had the picture up.
You did.
I did. Let me advance it. Maybe I can advance it. Hang on. Just a second here. Share that picture. Okay, that should be up. That's the wrong picture. Let me see if I can.
That's the circles.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah, that's Pete.
That's
Herman.
Pete.
Pete Herman. Yep.
UPS driver.
He's a retired UPS driver.
Okay.
Fantastic young man. Great guy.
Yeah. All right. Cool. Thank you. And I have some more pictures, but maybe I'll share them another time.
Yeah, no worries.
When we start talking about weather and dogs and cars, I'll bring up the picture again.
What's that red airplane, Charles? That third one from the right.
Oh, I think that's Sleepy. He's doing something to his airplane. Let me see here.
Uh-oh.
Is that coming out?
That's Sleepy
There you
Dawson.
go.
Sleepy
That's
Dawson.
Sleepy
Sure
Dawson.
is, Sleepy Dawson.
Yeah.
That's
Wow.
his cardinal.
Yeah,
Wesley
that's,
Flowers.
He's looking
Yep.
at the lead outs. That boy right there was a FBI. Is that right?
I was just going to ask you that.
That's the FBI dude right there.
He came to
IRS,
our field.
IRS. Yeah. He's cool. Sleepy's
There's-
cool.
There's actually on our club video, my father caught him on the video with his Super 8 camera. Me and this guy was sitting on a bench talking, and I didn't know he was an FBI agent. I swear to God, I didn't know.
One of the two. He carried a gun and he worked for the government. Okay.
He was an FBI agent. I found out later.
I think he was.
First time I went to Brodak's, he judged me in my first event. He scared me. I was scared of him. I don't know why, but I was.
Why was he scared? He's not even that
I
big.
don't know. He just had a demeanor where he just
He's
made me really
intimidating.
nervous. Oh yeah, he's very intimidating. Oh yeah, he was.
he doesn't like.
He wasn't intimidating to me. I thought he was very.
$135 and 5'5", man.
That's right.
Yeah.
I was
I mean-
scared of him. I'm like, this dude, he scares me. I gotta be careful of him. I don't know what he's made of, but he's scary.
Hey, Len.
So you think
Len,
I would have scared you, Lynn, if you would have met me at Brodak's? Because I'm
scare me
bigger,
now.
I'm bigger than Sleepy.
Charles, you scare me now. Don't worry about it.
Sleepy doesn't like Canadians.
Yes, he does. Sleepy loves Canadians. He's always going on about Canadians. I like Sleepy. He's awesome.
The great guy.
Oh yeah, amazing guy.
Fantastic. Yeah, I got some more pictures. I'll share them some other time. I got lots of pictures from Brodak. That was like a bucket list trip for me. I had a great time. And I can't believe that you and I did not meet, Lynn. It's so unbelievable.
I don't know how that happened, but something happened.
I can show you.
I was there.
I know. I can show you your airplane. So I took a
that's
picture of your
funny.
airplane during appearance judging.
Yeah. Was it the
You
orange
guys
one?
you guys all should get together.
I think so. Yeah, I have it on. A
That was
different
probably
folder.
the 90 ship. Yeah, the orange 90 plane.
490 powered road jet.
Yeah, the road jet. Yeah. I think that's what I had back then.
And we welcome Steve Smith. He's in here, but he's incognito. His camera's not working. But Steve Smith and I, we shared the hotel room at the Nationals. So I had a lot of, opportunity to talk to him and meet him.
Hey, Charles. Hi, everybody.
Hey, Steve. How you doing?
Hey, Steve.
Steve.
Yeah, I don't have a camera on this computer, so
No
All
problem.
right.
No
You're
problem.
looking good to us anyway.
I have another hobby, and it's usually over around 10, so I like to drop in on you guys, see what's going on. You're talking about Sleepy Dawson. I judged with him at the Nats for several years. He's a lot of fun. One story I remember from Sleepy, we were going to do our our judges' warm-up flights.
Yep.
And the contestant that volunteered was ready, and we're all there waiting, and Sleepy is late. And we're waiting, and Mark Overmeyer calls him, doesn't get an answer, and then after a little bit, Sleepy does show up, and we're like, "What's going on, man?" He was like 15 minutes late, and he said, the way he talks, he says, "Yeah, I was detained by one of Muncie's finest." He says,
Oh,
I was driving a little too fast." But he made it. He still made it. It was funny.
Munch's finest.
Muncie's finest.
Well, I'm
Good
just glad
guy.
nothing happened to him. It's sometimes it can be pretty hazardous.
Well, I mean, in that part of the country,
Yes.
yeah, it could have been an issue.
Yes. But I mean, he probably showed his FBI.
Maybe he did. I didn't know that at the time.
FBI credentials might have
Yeah.
saved him. Yeah. Yeah.
He can tell some stories, y'all. We'll
Oh
leave that
yeah.
to-
Oh
we'll
yeah.
leave it to him.
And you see me catch up on the chat box. Andy Mutzinger says, Walter, sad to hear that's where things are regarding your health. And then Alfiero says, yeah, that was Doug Benedetti from New Jersey. I fly with him every Sunday. And I'm all caught up. So that's that. We can continue on with our regular programming.
Chow Chow's over there just building away.
Yeah, Chacha's working on that magician.
Where
Good
is he?
stuff.
He's
He's in the Caribbean.
He's in Trinidad.
No snow there.
No snow.
Oh,
We got Canadians and people from Trinidad, and we have caffeine from
Yes.
Malaysia.
Malaysia. No, where are you from, caffeine?
He's muted.
Indonesia.
Indonesia. That's right.
wow.
Oh,
Sorry,
that's
I'm in
great.
the wrong country.
Internationally known. This show is
That's awesome.
international.
Yep.
nice.
Oh, and Treyan is got a.
He's from Georgia, isn't he?
Romania originally.
Romania. Yeah, that's right. Romania.
Yes.
How
And then I was born in,
how
I
can we
was born in
forget? He
Panama.
flew for the Romanian stunt team. We got to remember that. Not hard to forget.
That's
that.
right.
Not
We
hard to
got
remember.
Romanian national champion here.
That's right. Exactly.
Amen.
No small shakes. So Jim Hoffman, what you been up to? I know you have VSC and all that, but anything else besides that, or you want to say anything about VSC? Go ahead.
All right. Well, VSC is going on. Today was what, day 3. It's been a good contest. A lot of nice people. The weather has mostly cooperated. Day 1, we had light drizzle for about half the contest, and then the last round was more than a light drizzle. I'd say that's a medium to heavy drizzle, but we're able to fly through it. We flew all 4 rounds of old time on the first day. Very nice, a lot of fun. And then day 2 and 3, today finished day 3. We flew classic, 2 rounds yesterday, 2 rounds today, and we finished that up. We also flew Ringmaster today. Flew almost all of that, a couple flights to finish off in the morning. We flew Ignition on Thursday. Always a challenge to get those airplanes going. And then tomorrow we fly Super 70s. And then there's an awards banquet on Saturday night. It's always so nice to see friends from around the country that I don't get to see. Some of them I don't get to see but once a year. I really enjoy that. That's about it. I've been posting pictures on Facebook.
Yep.
Putting them on Stunthangar, you got to resize them. I don't have the time or the energy to do that. And I think I put a couple scoreboards on Stunthangar today. And that's about it. I could share some photos probably if you want.
Yeah, that'd be great.
Or if you have any questions, I could maybe help.
Fantastic. Yeah, go ahead. I think I enabled the share. Let me make sure that's enabled here, just to make sure you can do it. No, it wasn't set up. Now it's set up for you. Go ahead.
All right, let me try.
I do have a question about Super 70s and Nostalgia 30. Is anyone updating the list of qualified aircraft, qualified planes, especially for Nostalgia 30? I've looked on Stunthangar and it looks like it has not been updated since several years ago.
I don't know the answer to that question.
I was hoping maybe Mark Weiss had the answer.
I'm here. The only thing I'm sure of, Steve, is that a blue ribbon group of guys has spent a lot of time clarifying old time stunt.
Yeah.
And that's going to be published pretty soon. But
Good.
I can't talk about the other events. I'm not familiar if anything's being done or not.
So
we had a couple of questions at our last Broken Arrow in 22 in September, and I was hoping to, I guess, make sure that I had an updated list for the contest this year, because we do fly Nostalgia 30, not Super 70s.
Right. Let me see if I can find something for you.
That'd be great, Mark. Thank you.
Okay.
Maybe we need a volunteer to do that.
Well, I know a guy that could probably do it. I don't know if he would volunteer, though. You guys know Dan McEntee?
Oh, I know Dan. Yeah.
Oh, man.
I know Dan.
He is such a historian. Maybe I'll talk to him next time I see him and see if that's something he might be willing to tackle.
I got a feeling he might very well, unless he's got tied up into some other project, but he's the kind of guy that he'd probably find interest in doing that.
Oh yeah, because he's got all the stuff. He's got all the magazines.
Yeah.
And it's amazing, his collection.
And there's not many Midwestern contests that he hasn't been at.
No. He's having his knee replaced in May.
Ouch.
So we're hoping that goes okay. First of the two.
So he won't be flying at Oshkosh then.
No, he's not going to Oshkosh or the Nats this year.
Oh, shucks.
Sounds like he's going to have some downtime.
Yeah, but so maybe this would be a good time. I will definitely run it by him.
Very cool. Let me have Jim go ahead and show these pictures.
I see.
You want to click on them and make them bigger, Jim, or individually, and see if you can
Trying
advance
to.
You actually have to click on it and then share the screen again.
Oh, okay, let me try and do that.
Thank you, Walter.
Two-step process.
I've messed that up a lot of times, so. Ain't that the truth, though?
I'm struggling here.
Just
How to
click
share
on
my
the picture
screen
and then
again.
reshare the screen.
New share.
Maybe stop sharing and then.
Right. Thank you. Stop sharing and then reshare.
Stop sharing, make the picture big, then share.
Exactly.
Okay. All right. So I'm stop sharing. I'm going to make the picture big.
Yeah.
Okay.
Look at
share
that
it again.
guy. Look at that little guy in Indonesia.
Yeah, future control line pilot.
That's awesome.
Looks like
You
he's.
got to work out, get his arms worked out so he can
That'd be
handle
a-
the Strega.
Be a
Get
great
up a
color
handle.
scheme for a plane. Oh, nice.
Right. There
Right,
we go.
how's
Oh,
that?
wow.
Yeah.
Nice. Thank you. You're doing good.
That's Keith's plane, isn't it?
All right, so
Yeah.
we'll go through. I'll be glad to
Yeah.
go through these pictures. We're gonna do old time stunt first. I have them broken out by categories. This is
Awesome.
the big job that I know Keith Trossel's been sharing with this group.
Is that the one he crashed?
Yeah, I was gonna get to that. He flew it, and before the contest started, it crashed. It was destroyed. But it was a nice airplane. Nice airplane, looked like it flew pretty well. Would have been very competitive. But sadly, it is no more.
How did he lose it?
I think he lost it in the sun.
Overhead 8. Looks like Jim
Oh.
said it.
Thanks, Joe.
Beautiful airplane.
I'm gonna
About nice.
have to figure out a way to do this. I gotta stop sharing.
I think you could have just advanced with the arrow key.
Yeah, I only have one screen is my dilemma here.
I think when you get it up, you got the big picture up. Do you have an arrow key to move to the next picture, to the next, to the next?
Yeah, I'm trying to get to that point.
What about a
While
slide?
you doing that, let me read the chats. So we have old control line pilot, Mike
There you go.
Given. Oh, there we go.
All right.
Ooh, beautiful, humongous.
All right, you
Very
can see the green humongous.
Yeah.
Yeah.
St. Patty's Day.
All right, so that's Lou Woolgas airplane.
Wow.
That he won old time stunt with that humongous.
That's right.
Wow. Nice plane.
Lou, or not Lou, Jim, I think that was one of Bob Whiteley's old airplanes that he restored. Have you heard that?
Yes, that is.
That's
That
one of Bob
it was
Whiteley's
actually it was a Roy Trantham airplane.
Yes.
A few months ago, I used to kid Lou. It was really beat up. It was held together with stickers. And he
There's some
stripped
truth
it
in
and refinished it recently.
Nice. I guess it was worth it.
Yeah.
Yes.
Let me see if I can advance. Can you see the next
Yeah.
shot?
Yeah.
Beautiful.
All
Very
right, so
good.
those are two big jobs. The one in the foreground, 9080, that's Frank McMillan. And the other one is John Wright's big job.
Looks
Okay.
like it's got a foam wing,
No.
Nope. It's not a foam wing.
just a silksman.
Yes.
It's the original airplane had a checkerboard tissue on it
Mhm.
that was destroyed somehow. So he put a white, just clear tissue over it. That's what you're seeing.
All right.
Actually looks nice with the checkerboard around it.
Yeah. No. Same kind of shot. That's I think that's maybe Jim Rhodes' airplane in the foreground.
It is.
Yep.
That's his plane.
Same airplane upside down.
Inverted flight.
Oh,
This is
Zilch expendable.
no, it's a Viking.
That's a Viking.
isn't it? Yeah.
That's a
Viking.
Viking.
The
That's a
Viking.
Viking.
I'm not so sure whose this is.
I thought it was Robert Harness's, but don't quote that. But I
That
think
might
that's
be right.
Yeah.
Is that
it's-
Roger Kramer's maybe?
Tony, was that Kramer's or was that
I'm not sure.
I haven't seen.
Kramer's?
If it-
I think it's Kramer's too. I think you're right.
And it's definitely a Viking because that's a Viking
Oh, that's-
decal on the wing.
Knows,
Yeah,
I
there.
know, I know whose that is.
That's
Yeah, that's
mine.
right.
It's sitting right behind me.
Wow.
Isn't
Yeah,
that
that's
my
my
kit?
gal-
Nice looking, Jim. Very nice looking plane.
I knew from the number,
Is
Jim.
that my kit, Jim?
Yeah. I replaced a lot of the wood, but
Why?
that's your kit, Walter.
Why'd you
This-
replace the
oh.
wood?
This is a humongous that was flown by Rick Green, but it was built by Ed Capitanelli.
All right.
Let me see. So there's kind of a long shot of the pits as Bob Harness's wife.
Susan, it's Bob Harness's wife.
Background, I forget Marilyn. I forget her-
Marianne.
Marianne. So she Bob's lucky guy. She comes to a lot of these contests with him.
Yeah, she's a really nice lady also.
She is a nice lady.
Spoke
Yeah.
to her at the last contest in Wood and Arrows.
Yeah. All right, here's a partial scoreboard. Here's a complete scoreboard. So maybe if I zoom in on the partials.
Attendance was down a bit this year.
There were attendance this year was about the same as last year. There were probably originally 16, but it dwindled down to 12 in old time stunt. Lou Olgast won. Joe Gilbert was second. I was third. And there was only a 1.5 difference between all three of us. And Frank McMillan was fourth. And trying to remember who was fifth. John Wright was fifth.
John Wright. That's right. John Wright.
So
He's
rough
always
company out
dangerous.
there. That was old time stunt. I'm going to stop sharing and then I'm going to pull up some other files.
Oh, thank you, Jim. I appreciate it.
Okay.
Good stuff.
Yeah, it's almost like being there. Almost.
Yeah, except we didn't get a flight.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I
Hey,
forgot
guys,
my
I'm gonna go.
Old time
gonna go,
control line
guys.
pilot says he's buried in paperwork tonight. Hopefully he'll join us Monday. That's Bob Whitley.
Well, Bob, if you're listening, package is on the way.
We'll see you Monday.
Hey, guys, I'm gonna go. I'm
Hey,
feeling.
Walter,
run
thanks for coming
down.
in.
All
Appreciate
right,
it.
well, thanks for
Walter.
coming in, Walt.
All right. God bless you all. Have a wonderful
You
week.
too.
Bye-bye.
You
All
too,
right,
Walt.
good night, Walter.
And
Good
we
night.
have had as many as looks like in our audience, 31 live watchers. Of course, the show gets viewed over and over again. And we have 37 likes, so thank you very
Yeah,
much.
I know that. I know those people.
I know who
I know
that
that
is.
couple.
Yeah.
All right, so you can see that screen fully.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right, so that's Joe and Colleen getting the Cavalier running. They were
Oh,
kind
nice
enough. They were
picture.
running
Yeah,
the
they're right there.
engine. They were running the engine and they saw me taking a picture and they stopped and posed for me.
Very nice.
The engine's running, if you notice.
Yeah, I see. That's pretty
awesome.
cool.
Who's
That is
the
cool.
guy in a hat?
Hey, Jim,
That's Joe Gilbert.
Yes?
I was just wondering if you could Photoshop Joe out of that photo.
With a new camera, he can. Gone.
So
That's
here's just
funny.
a long shot of one of the circles.
Nice.
Notice it's wet. We flew in the wet one day.
Oh, wow. Here we
Oh,
go. Tim Just with the Phil Granderson's Olympic.
Yeah, and him and Dennis Nunez are getting it started for an official flight. I think I've got a second shot. There they are. So I'm sad to say that airplane is no more.
Oh,
No, really?
Oh,
He ran out of gas in the overhead 8 at the worst possible moment.
Oh, it's too bad.
Tim was really shook to
He
lose that
very-
airplane.
Very
Oh, I
sad.
bet. I bet he So, Howard, you going to beat him up?
That's a shame.
Nope.
Oh,
No.
Anton was there?
Yes.
Wow.
Yes.
So this is David Shorts.
Yep.
Landy
Yeah.
Shorts' son.
Yeah.
That's an ignition airplane, the Icarus. He flew that in ignition.
Wow.
Got the motor started, got it in the air. Pretty cool. Lot
Very
of
cool.
balsa wood there.
Yes.
Yeah, he does our newsletter.
He's done a great job too.
Yeah. Really nice fella.
Yes, he is.
I remember that's the second one I've ever seen. Rusty Brown flew one of
Rusty
those.
Brown had the other one. Yep.
Right.
Now, was
So
Lanny there? Did his
Dave
dad show up?
yes. And I mean, they had been snowed in. They live in Truckee. I mean, they had the horrible snow. I was amazed that they made it to
19 feet, he told me.
19.
Crap.
Wow.
So this is Dave Tribble. I don't know how many of you know Dave Tribble.
I know Dave.
I know the name.
Yep. I had never met him until this week. So it was great to meet him.
He's a nice guy.
Yeah, he is a nice guy. Good pilot too. That
Yep.
is a Neptune with a Fox 35 that sounds and flies and runs like a Fox 35.
Nice.
I'm here to tell you, Dave Tribble is not afraid of the ground.
That's a fact, Jack.
But he's got a big smile on his face all day, every day. Happy to see him here. There's Anton Kephart from Southern California. Here's Dennis Nunez and his Gladiator.
Yep.
Dennis was, I think, third in Classic. Dennis is quite the pilot.
Very good.
That's a Gladiator. This
that's JFL's Patriot.
Yes, this is Bob McDonald's classic entry. And yeah, it's a clone of Jerry Phelps' model, except the lead outs come out the other wing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And I don't know how many flights he had on it when he brought it here, but he got it going pretty good. He was second in classic by a skosh.
Wow.
There is John Callentine on a takeoff roll with his Mustang.
Nice.
Here's Gary Akers with his perennial R4 Oriental. Gary served as a judge in old time. I don't know how many of you know Roger Kramer.
I do.
Roger lives in Salt Lake, flies with Gordon. That is a beautifully built Nobler that it used to be IC, and I think and now it's e-powered. I think he
That's right.
converted it.
That airplane could be 7 or 8 years old, Jim, I think.
Yeah.
It's still very nice.
Yes. Yeah, that's an 18, 19 point airplane.
Wow.
He's a good builder.
Absolutely.
Roger is an old time, flew RC pattern decades ago. And when Tim just appeared on the field, Roger and Tim remembered each other from 40 years ago.
Wow.
Wow.
No, neither of them had any idea the other one was going to be there.
That's right.
Nice.
There's close up of Rogers.
Wow, that's pretty.
That's Bob Harness with his Gladiator. There's a small Gladiator and a large Gladiator. This is the large. And so there's Dennis with a small one and Bob with a big one.
Very nice.
Very nice.
Similar shot. Another shot.
Pretty planes.
Yeah.
So this is old time ignition stunt. So that's a humongous that was built by Glenn Allison, and that's Glenn launching it. And he's got Lou Wolgass there as a proxy pilot, and they had success in ignition. Matter of fact, they won ignition, I think.
Very nice.
There it is, rolling out. Caught it. Okay, there's John Calentine. So yeah, that's the ignition scoreboard. Allison and Wolgast were first. Bart Klopinski was second. David Shorts was third. And we had a couple of scratches. They had airplanes, but for whatever reasons, they chose not to fly. And I think I've exhausted the photos.
Wow, thank you so much. That's awesome.
Thank you, Jim.
If you wanted me to go back, I could do that, or I could answer a question or two if you wanted.
No
What did Bart
questions.
Kabinski fly?
Say that again.
Somebody else.
What did Bart fly? His perennial ringmaster?
In what event?
Old time.
Oh,
I don't know. Wasn't it a Jameson?
he had in old time, he had a Jameson. That's right.
Okay.
But he did fly in ringmaster, and he flew in ignition. That might have been a Jameson also. I'm guessing.
It was a Wildman. It was one of those dihedral Floyd Carter airplanes. Jim.
Yep, I think
Wasn't it a
Joe's
dragon?
memory.
Did he have a dragonfly? Or a dragon?
No, in ignition he flew. It's called a Wildman by Floyd Carter. I'm pretty sure.
Yep.
Right.
Yeah.
I think Joe's right.
Yep. Yeah, that sounds right.
Thank you very much. Appreciate that, Jim.
It was nice. We had a couple first-time competitors. Tim Just had never been, and
Dennis
Dave Tribble had never been here.
Dennis for VSC.
Yeah.
Nunes for VSC. Had never been there, he said.
Yep.
Very neat.
Yeah, very good.
So Joe and I are exhausted.
I worked pretty hard. Colleen helped.
You
A
all, I
lot.
bet Colleen worked pretty hard.
A lot.
Joe had a lot of success. He won most everything he entered.
He always
I think he
does.
won everything he entered.
No, Lou Wolgass long old time.
Oh, yeah, except old time. I think of that as a dead tie, the three of us.
It is. When you're a point and a half out, okay.
3 ways.
Yeah. It's like chili,
I got it.
three-way chili.
Oof. Got a question, Jim. Your airplane, does that thing fly as fast as I've seen them flown, or will yours slow down and fly something reasonable?
Mine flies at 50 laps.
That's good. I can handle that.
That's reasonable.
Yeah.
Jim flies it well too.
Well, I have a kit, and if it had to be flown as fast as the two that I've seen, I was going to sell it because I can't handle a 4.35 lap.
Oh, it'll fly way slower than that.
That's
Mine's pretty light.
Yeah.
Mine weighs about 33 ounces with a nice finish.
Yep.
Yeah, that's a beautiful finish. That's not nice. That's gorgeous. Wow. Okay, I'll build the kit then. Sounds good. Thank you. Eventually. Ooh. I tell you what, you guys, it sounds like you guys had a ball, but now Joe, you get to drive home.
It's all good. Colleen's with me.
Yeah, that's true. That's true.
Jim's done an outstanding job. He's being very humble. He and his folks did a good job.
I think that's kind of normal for Jim.
He
Right.
makes it look easy, Phil, but it's not easy.
Oh, I'm aware. I've helped with a few contests myself, and it's never easy.
No.
You know that somebody has really done their homework and got it right when it looks easy, because it never is.
When I went to BSC, I thought the banquet was so elegant. I thought it was a really nice job. And I sat next to Colleen and Joe.
That's right.
People who work contests do just that. They work.
That's the truth. If you're not ready to work, you shouldn't go if you're going to be a worker.
Oh, if you're going to work a contest, it's work. It's like a job for a couple of days or whatever number of days it is. It's work. It's not standing around just having fun all the time. It's work.
So who else going to Brodak's? Lynn, you're not going, are you?
I can't go. Not this year. Not this year.
I hope to go, but I don't know for sure yet.
Mark's going to be there, right? You're co-hosting it, right?
Yeah, Mark's going to be there.
Yeah, I will think he'd be there.
Yeah.
Mark will be there. Phil, are you going to get to go?
I'm going to make sure no Canadians show up.
I hope. I'm having issues with my aunt and uncle and their care, but if I can get them in another facility by then, then I'll try hard to get serious and get ready to go. But I'm not going to go up there and just fluff around again. It's cost too much to go up there just to not to give it a full effort. Even if I just fly one or two events, I want to do it right. I want to feel like I'm ready to go. And right now, I haven't flown at all. Overheads are still a pain, but they're getting better. So we'll see. I don't know. Right now, I'm a maybe. That's the reason I said that thing at the Nats. If they still need somebody for that position at the Nats, I'd try to do that. I'll do that if I need it done. Still need somebody, but barring that, I don't know. I may go up there for 2 days for the banquet and just see how one day of the contest goes and come back, because I don't know. I hate going places just to be in the way, But that's two contests I'd love to go to. They're both fun. Gary, you hadn't said anything tonight. How are you?
I'm okay.
Good deal.
Doing good.
Here's a picture of me at Brodak's when I went there. Let me show you this picture. One of my favorite pictures, besides the one of me at the Nats. And thank you for your help, Joe Gilbert. He lent me a prop.
That's the one on your card.
He's serious right there. He's serious right there.
That's a nice photo.
Thank you. You know what? Why I was so serious? Because I had never flown this plane, not even practice. It was an official flight.
Wow.
That's why I was serious as a heart attack.
That's profile.
Yeah.
I judged
John,
you.
Yeah, I guess so.
Tim,
I remember
I judged profile. Yeah.
I remember Chris Bernard's wife judging me also. In an event. And yeah, that's John Wright's plane. So that's why I said I'd never flown it. And so that was a great experience. I think I've said it many times, but I was, like I said, it was the very first time flying this plane. I go out to the circle and my hands are much bigger than John Wright's hands. I can't get my hand through the thong. And I think Will Davis or Mark came out to ask me what's going on, because the motor's running and I'm, fooling around with the handle. And I explained to him, I can't get my hand through the thong. So I just forced my hand, this is during the official flight, forced my hand through the thong and I got it going. But the engine started to lean out after I did, I think the overhead 8, and I didn't want to crash someone else's airplane. So I stopped doing maneuvers after the overhead 8.
Behind you is Mike Waldron and his dad.
Oh, I was curious about
Ron.
Yep.
Mike and Ron.
Yep.
Oh,
and the weenie wagon.
That's Mike and I'm gonna write this down. Mike and Ron Waldron.
Waldron.
Okay.
Yep.
Wow, interesting.
Who's right over his shoulder, right behind his shoulder?
It's hard to tell.
I can't tell by looking either.
Yeah, for some
Oh,
reason I can't
that's
see what I'm
Dennis-
sharing.
That's Dennis Tooth or something like that. He used to live in Tucson. He was from Jersey years ago.
Toth, yeah.
Toth, Dennis Toth is who.
Toth, yeah, Toth, yeah,
Toth, that's who that is.
yep. And there's the weenie wagon.
That's right.
Yeah,
Yeah,
Look at
it sure is.
I can see the chips hanging there. I want a bag now.
50 cent hot dog, 50 cent pizza.
You know,
Tell
Len,
them
Len,
to
that's the
save
way,
me one.
that's the way the chips fall.
Yeah, tell them, tell them, oh, man, it's
Oh,
Mark,
man.
Mark, that's brutal.
Hey, I'm a veteran, come on.
That's the way that chips fall.
Mark don't say much, but when he says something, he usually.
That was
Apparently,
good.
Apparently,
That was
I've been to
good.
the weenie wagon a few too many times. I know how it's set up.
Breakfast pizza, fine dining at the Weenie Wagon.
Better believe it.
Yep.
Fine dining at the weenie wagon.
That's
it.
right.
Yeah.
Got to know your prices too, man. I tell you.
50 cents, baby. You can eat like
I
a
tell you,
$1.50.
That's right. For a buck and a
I was
half,
always
you can
impressed.
be full.
I was always impressed that John said this is that he wanted the pricing to reflect the classic era. That's why they were so cheap.
You did a good job.
I'll
He
tell you
did.
something
Yeah, he did.
you guys probably don't know. When Will and I took over the event, John met with us and he had a very simple direction. He said, you know, guys, I just want you to make sure of one thing. I want people to have fun. I don't want you to be the police. I don't want you to be the Gestapo. You know, do what you got to do to have make sure people have fun. And that's what we try to do. And that's what John wanted.
Do an awesome job.
Yeah, thank you.
Hey,
I
Fern.
can vouch for that.
Hey, Fern.
Yeah, me too, neither.
I told John a long time before he passed away, I said, as long as you have this, I'm coming. If I can't fly, I'm still going.
Yeah,
Very
Just to
good.
see.
it's a great week.
It really
It
is.
is.
Yeah.
Lots of fine
much-
people.
Yeah,
It's
I
as
went
much fun
one
as any
time,
contest out there.
and John knew that, and he made such an effort to. He sent me letters and emails and phone calls because I came from the furthest away of anybody.
Yeah,
He made a big deal out of that.
Yep.
Made me feel very welcome.
yeah. No,
Yeah, they are a great couple too.
John made everybody feel welcome. That was his gift.
Yeah, he really did. I met him and Buzz and had a moment with them, and that was great. You see, I
Yeah.
might have that picture. Let me see, of John and Buzz.
And their cats.
Oh,
Yep.
Lord.
Maine Coon cats.
Maine Coon, huge animals.
Yep.
Did he have Mancoon or giant Mancoon? I never knew until recently there was a difference.
I didn't
But
know.
Maine
don't-
Coon. Maine Coon.
okay. They're
Oh, how about
they're
this?
huge. They're huge, but they're not the hugest.
Yeah, they're big
All
enough.
right, here's a picture
Oh, yeah, now.
of Buzz and John Brodak. I have.
There we go.
Yep.
Awesome.
Oh, yeah.
Pretty neat. Pretty neat. In the shop. Cool deal.
Yep.
In the shop. Good folks right there, y'all.
Nice picture.
Yeah, they are.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, it was a great week for me too. I had a blast meeting so many people I didn't know. And to me, it was just like being at a pool party, but there was no pools, just small airplanes.
Yeah.
Just so much fun.
There used to be a pool.
Yeah, there used to be a pool.
Sure did. There sure did. Lynn's
Oh,
right.
yeah, that's right.
They filled it in.
Oh, they
Yeah.
filled it because I saw
They
the pool
filled it.
there. I saw the pool when I was there.
Yep.
Yeah.
And that house was not built on that site.
They hauled it in.
It wasn't.
Yeah, nope.
No.
They moved
Didn't
it.
know that.
Yep.
Didn't know that.
Wow.
Yeah.
Wow.
I
Many
didn't
pieces
know
are there? There
that.
might be three. It might be three built ones even. Yes.
Yeah.
Did anybody get to VSC? I know Jim did, but has anybody been to VSC back when, oh heavens to Betsy, I can't remember his name now. Doggone it. Old age is a bugger. Anyway, there used to be a fella that was known as a party animal. And I watched a guy come up to him and he says, "Hi, how are you?" And the guy is fully dressed and he's in the pool. Stuck his hand up. He made the mistake of shaking hands with him and he's in the pool fully dressed.
Wow.
Remember?
Don't know who that was.
That wasn't
Oh, if
Tom
you-
Lay, was it?
No, it wasn't Tom. Tom was, I always remember Tom from that beanie
The
hat.
beanie hat.
No, this was the guy that worked for SIG and then he worked for JetX.
Oh, Mike Pratt.
Mikey Pratt.
Mike
Mikey
Pratt.
Pratt.
Mikey Pratt, yeah. He was a character. God, he was a lot of fun. Had a beautiful airplane. It was pearl white, candy apple red, and candy blue. And it was absolutely exquisite. He could really build when he wanted to. Just a heck of a nice guy. All those guys are nice. Heck, it was just a lot of fun. Yeah.
Well, you guys, I'm gonna end the live stream. We're gonna continue on in the after party. Now, if you want to join us, you need to go into stunthangar.com and go to At the Bench. If you're registered or logged in, you should be able to find the At the Bench link. And then there's a link with today's date under At the Bench, which is right below in memory of our friends. So I want to thank everybody for coming in. Appreciate it. I know Joe Gilbert and Jim Hoffman, you guys are busy and tired at BSC, but thank you for coming in. I appreciate the extra effort to come in. I appreciate it.
That was great seeing everybody.
Great
All right.
seeing you.
Take care, Jeff. Safe trip home, buddy.
Everybody
Thank
go out there
Yeah.
and work in your shop or go fly and come back Monday and tell us all about it. Until then,